Om. गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुस्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पगः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम्। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे we'll read from 213 212 we'll read another 210 onwards because one topic is going on. You are far away, Kaushiki. Can you come here? Thank you. Whose books are that? Vijayalakshmi. Your? Huh? Okay. You can use the table, no? You can come and use the table a little better. No, not you, not you. You be there. You be there. You be there. Huh. Okay. Yes, that's fine. 210, page 204. Muktistu Brahma Tattvasya Jnana न चान्यथा स्वप्रबोधं विना नैव स स्वप्नो हीयते यथा अद्वितीय ब्रह्म तत्त्वे स्वप्नोऽयम् अखिलं जगत् ईश जीवादिरूपेण चेतना चेतनात्मकम् आनंदमय विज्ञानमयो ईश्वर जीवको मायया कल्पिता वेतो ताभ्यां सर्वं प्रकल्पितम् ईक्षणादि प्रवेशान्ता सृष्टिरीशेन कल्पिता जाग्रदादि विमोक्षान्तः संसारो जीवकल्पितः अद्वितीयं ब्रह्म तत्त्वम् असंगं तन्न जानते जीवेशयोर्मायिकयोः वृथैव कलहं ययुः. We had been seeing this sixth chapter, which is called Chitradeep Prakaran. Chitradeep Prakaran. There are 3 prakaran in Panchadashi: Sat Prakaran, Chit Prakaran and Anand Prakaran. So, in this Chit Prakaran, the first chapter is called Chitradeep. So, deep word indicates the consciousness. Why this is mentioned? Why so many times this Deep Prakaran is there? Why do we need this Deep Prakaran? Why so many studies are done? Why so much of thought is given on this chapter? You have been hearing the Chitradeep Prakaran since I don't know which date, but so many of gaps are there. So Chitradeep Prakaran is there, then Tripti Deep Prakaran is there, then Kutastha Deep Prakaran is there, Dhyan Deep, and then Natak Deep. There are the 5 chapters. You have to know that Chitradeep, Tripti Deep, Kutastha Deep, Dhyan Deep, and Natak Deep. So, this Chitradeep Prakaran has 290 verses. Tripti Deep Prakaran will have 298 verses. So, if you remember what was going on once upon a time, because I am sure you must have forgotten that what chapter is going on, how the topic was built up, because after studying we keep the book and we never go through it. So this chapter of Chitradeep Prakaran started from 1st to 17th verse, which was called Vedanta Sangraha, and after that was Vedanta Vistar. So from 18th verse to end is called the Vedanta Vistar. What was the Vedanta Sangraha portion? If you remember, there was one canvas example was given. And that canvas was Dhaut, Pat, Ghattit, Lanchit and Ranjit. Ranjit, not Ranjit Ramnarayan, just Ranjit. So, or that Ranjit, who is the head of South Africa, not that Ranjit. So, he has nothing to do with the Chitradeep Prakar. So, the plain cloth is called the Brahman. Along with the Avyakt or Maya, it is called Ishwar. When outlines are made, it is called Hiranyagarbha. And when clearly something is expressed, it is called Virat. Like the plain cloth, the starched cloth, the outline, so plain color cloth corresponds to Brahman, starched cloth corresponds to Ishwar, the outlined starched cloth corresponds to Hiranyagarbha, and the well-painted, vividly painted cloth corresponds to Virat. I'll shorten it. Main thing what you had to remember that was there was Adhar Chaitanya and Abhas Chaitanya. What was that Adhar Chaitanya? One was the plain cloth on which all these three were superimposed. But when the whole painting was made, so there are two kinds of things in the painting. One are shown as sentient and other are shown as non-sentient. So one is called with the cloth, other is called without the cloth. So the insentient object like mountain, tree, river, etc. are not having the cloth, but the sentient like man, woman, child, they are having the cloth. This cloth which the man, women are putting on, that is called Abhas Vastra. And the cloth which is the canvas, that is called Adhar Vastra. Abhas Vastra, illusive cloth, and the real cloth. And this substratum cloth called the Adhar Vastra. Abhas Vastra and Adhar Vastra. Why you are telling all these things, Adhar and Abhas? Why this was mentioned, please be careful. Because, please note, the whole painting has veiled the cloth. First thing is this, cloth is not seen. The real cloth, the unpainted cloth is veiled by the painted cloth. Similarly, this world, as if it has veiled the consciousness on which the whole world was made. World has been veiling the consciousness. Although the world is only because of the support of the consciousness, but the world has veiled the consciousness as the painting has veiled the main cloth. But more interesting point is that Abhas Vastra, that cloth which the human being has put on, and that cloth which is a spotless cloth, so that human being cloth has veiled the main cloth. So the shirt that is being put on by the child or by the man has this called Abhas Vastra. And Abhas Vastra has covered as if the Adhar Vastra, or our attention is on the shirt and pant, and our attention on the main cloth has been diverted away. So similarly, this, although that is also a cloth, that one, the cloth which is in the shirt, it is also a cloth. But that cloth is a conditioned cloth with the body and that is not pervading the whole canvas. Similarly, consciousness is in me also, but this consciousness is conditioned consciousness. It is conditioned by my body, by my age. I am saying I am old, I am young, I am bad, I am good, I am tall, I am very sad today, I am very happy today. So all these conditioned consciousness has veiled the main consciousness, unconditioned consciousness. Although the conditioned consciousness is nothing but the unconditioned consciousness, but because my attention is only on the conditioning, and therefore I don't see more than that. I hope you are understanding this point. Right? It is not appearing more than that. Number one point. So I am now very limited because of my limitation. Limitation is of the body, mind, prarabdha, action, relative. So all the limitations has been superimposed on I. Like the limitation of the shirt and pant is superimposed on the main cloth, and I feel this alone is the cloth. Second point is, this cloth was born and it will die away. But the painting cloth is not born with the birth of the shirt. With the painting of the shirt, the main cloth was not born. And when the shirt is wiped off to start another painting, the cloth is not wiped off. So the consciousness is not starting with the birth of a body, and it is not ending with the birth of the body. And supposing after some time the cloth fades away, the shirt cloth. So by the fading of the shirt cloth, the fadeness of the shirt cloth has not affected the main cloth. Similarly, when this body is worn out, the body is passing away, the self has not passed away at all. So three things I said. One thing, that whole world is veiling the consciousness which is without time space. Second is the conditioning of the shirt. Because of that conditioning, I have said this is conscious being and this is unconscious, this is the inert thing. And the conditioning has veiled the unconditioned. And third point was that the modification in birth and death of this abhas vastra has veiled the adhar vastra. These are the three main points. I have seen everything a few times, and every time I come, I have to again restart the whole thing. And by the time it is over, few verses we do, again I have to go. So this time what to do? You have very few days. So today is 11th, no? 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. 14th, 16th, you won't have class. 15th. Another 5, 7, 6 days are there. And so many verses are there. Now, this topic of, and therefore, what is the point here? Point here is that abhas vastra is nothing but the adhar vastra. The conditioned consciousness is nothing but the unconditioned consciousness. This was the topic which you had heard in detail. You can go and see. So there are, as far as consciousness is concerned, so consciousness, you see OC and RC and RM. So RC is nothing but OC only. Unconditioned RC is OC. But RC conditioned by RM is RC. When it is OC conditioned by RM is called RC. Acha. And this is called sansar is there. Sansar is there. Because sansar means seeing the RC as real. Seeing the abhas vastra as real, that is called sansar. But adhar vastra is not sansar, it is as it is. This you had seen in full detail. Acha? Haan. Now, so what you concluded at the end of the day? At the end of the day, we concluded that the I which I say is not the I which is moving, which is limited, which is black or white or yellow or good or bad. So this is not the one which we had seen. This topic went up to 17th verse. 17th verse. So, and therefore, in that topic, Paroksh Jnana. And what is the result of that? There are four concepts about me. I am Karta, I am Bhokta, I am Sukhi, I am Dukhi. This is called Sansari. I am doer, I am enjoyer, I am happy, I am sad. So on these four is the whole play of world going on. Because Karta makes you go out and do the action and become Bhokta. Bhokta becomes I am Sukhi Dukhi, and it takes impression to again do the action. So Sukhi Dukhi aspect, supposing something makes you happy, then you start to do it again. So this is the cycle of the Jeev. Then Paroksh Jnana will come. Asti, consciousness is, and Aparoksh Jnana will be there. Asmi. I hope this point you have to clarify this. This was till 17th verse. 17th verse. So what shall I do? Don't do anything. But you have to inquire. Is not the area of doing. Vedanta is not the area of doing. It is the area of discriminating between Adhar Vastra and Abhas Vastra, RC and OC. You find out that is it possible that I am what I am saying is really limited by the body? How can it be limited by the body? Why? Because this body is illumined. If body is illumined, I know it. So there has to be illuminator which is different than the body. You do Drishtadrish Vivek, you do Panchkosh Vivek, you do Avasthatraya Vivek. So sometimes you have to do this Vivek because whole knot is in the understanding. It is in the misunderstanding. It is in the misapprehension. Gurudev used to say, misapprehension. Now you have to keep on inquiring. How can I be Karta? How can I be body? How can I be Bhokta? Why? Because I am seeing all of them. Because I am the witness consciousness. How can witness be the witnessed? How can light be the lit? How can torch light be the table on which is lighting, which is being lit? This is where your personal sadhana starts. And wherever anything becomes personal sadhana, a person becomes very loose. He will not do his own discrimination. When sadness comes, he will be very sad. He will not, at that time, he will never feel that, sadness was not there, but I was there. And sadness also will not be there, but I will be there. Therefore, sadness is incidental. I am intrinsic. इतना भी वो नहीं discriminate करता है. This much also he is not doing any discrimination. So result will be what? Result will be, I will be sad. There is no problem after being sad. क्या करें? बोले कुछ काम नहीं था, सोचे sad ही हो जाते हैं. Let us not waste time. Let us be sad. So this, what is there? I don't discriminate. I don't try to separate the two issues. Issue of consciousness is different. Issue of the jeev is different. But I have mixed it conveniently, and that has become my habit, and therefore then a person feels, I have lost this, I have this, that's happened, that has happened. अब रहो परेशान, क्या करना है? You be troubled. You be troubled, what can you do? हम क्या करें? From 18th verse, and therefore as much as you can give time to consciousness, I'm repeating it, as much as you can give time and attention to consciousness, to that extent, when the sad personality will come, when the angry personality will come, that samskar of that consciousness that you have already gained will not allow the other samskar to dominate for a long, long time. So this is the point, that you will be free from your own illusion. So our problem is not I don't know it. Our problem is I forget it. Problem is not that I don't know what I'm telling is something new. Problem is there is so much of gush of doer enjoyer. So strong impression is there. Every drunkard knows that drinking is bad. Even the smoker knows smoking is bad. In the cigarette, it is written also, smoking is injurious to health. But the gush of that enjoyer washes off our knowledge. Indriyani pramatini, haranti prasabham mana. So dealing with the forgetfulness aspect is much more difficult than dealing with the knowledge aspect. You can deal with ignorance and no, I am consciousness. Consciousness is not the part, product, property. And this jeev, this RC is different, OC is different, RC is changing, OC is not changing, RC is conditioned, OC is unconditioned, RC is in time and space, OC is not in time and space. RC is born and dies with the medium, OC is not born and dies. RC is many, there are many RC, but there is only one OC, because if there are many OC, who will see that all OCs, ultimately one OC has to be there. And I understood, I write notes also. I write very good notes. I have completed my notes also. समझ गया? बोल समझ गया, इसमें क्या problem? Problem starts when you are under the impulse of the worldly action and enjoy. Then you say, I have to do a lot of work today. Lo. Earlier you were saying, I am consciousness. And now you are saying, I have to do a lot of work today. And, chalo bhai, working is okay, but I am worried whether it will all be completed or not. Lo. Ye lo bhaiya. लो ये पूरा हो गया, खत्म हो गया. So dealing with the forgetfulness, this forgetfulness is dealt with the meditation and with the mananam. And the mind to meditate and mind to do manan for a long time, so that you are free from all the issues, is given by Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Because what all the negativities are in the form of gush. So I have no issue of the world is such that it can sabotage my knowledge. I have cleansed my mind of the impulsive thought of power, anger, lust, ahankar, competition. I have made myself free from all the issues which were which was bothering or which bothers ordinary person, that does not bother me. Karma Yoga is a tactic so that you make the world unbotherable. Karma Yoga is a technique to make the world ineffective to disturb you, because you have dealt with your ahankar and attachment, which are the silent bombs which relate to the world and suffer and enjoy. I have already tackled it. Because my enjoyment and because my ahankar and because my attachment and aversion and all these things are, therefore I don't feel related to anything of this world. And because I don't feel related to anything, therefore I am not craving for any relation. Neither I have repulsion for some things. So when I am sitting with myself in my room or quiet place, what understanding my Guru has given to me, that understanding it shines forth. Because there is no matter to trouble me inside my mind. Matter come from two places, either from my vasana or from my prarabdha. But I don't have vasana of suffering, I don't have vasana of importance, self-importance. I don't have vasana to act, I don't have vasana to compete, I don't have vasana to hear my goodness, I don't have vasana to see your negativity, I don't have vasana of hatred. So mind is now very, very free. So you can sit at one place and you can dwell and revel on the thought how RC is OC, or how unconditioned consciousness is I. And then you can easily say to yourself, in meditation, you have to talk to yourself a lot. What you have heard from the teacher, you have to repeat the same thought and understanding to yourself, not to others. When you replay the thought, replay the Shravan to your own mind, you replay without an aid of copy or book. You are repeating the understanding, not repeating the words only. You are repeating the understanding. What you say to yourself, like you talk to yourself, oh dear, tell me, when the seer is seeing the scene, how can this doer I be the seer I? Because I know that I have to do. And that after doing, the doer also went away. I had to make my tea. After making the tea, that tea went away. I had to do my puja. So when I had not done my puja, the doer was there. I had to do my puja, I have to do my jap, I have to do my puja, I have to do my jap today. I have not done this doer. After doing the puja and doing the jap, that doer disappeared. That doer is no more. You are happy that my puja is done, my jap is done today. You ask the question to yourself that seer, how can I be that doer which has already gone away because I have not gone away? Doer has up and down. There is intense. I was intense sometime I was less intense. Now another doer has come. I have to listen to the class. I thought it will be holiday to Shivratri. The classes will start and SUP on 17th or 18th of February. I'm not saying they should not start the class, but please take rest. And class will start on 18th, I thought. Then I heard yesterday night also, I thought Swamiji is joking. Then it came in writing in the residence that the class will be resuming. Swamiji has lovingly, what lovingly? I'm troubled and you are saying lovingly. Firstly, I am troubled so much. And you are saying lovingly. You should write Swamiji is troublingly. He troubles himself also and troubles others also. So, resume the class. Arey bhai, what you have to do? I should think now what to talk. You have to just expose yourself to the knowledge. That's it. Like when you go out and bask in sunlight, in listening of the Vedanta, you have to just open the mind and allow the knowledge to come into you. Just you have to allow the knowledge to soak your own self. And the disturbing avaran shakti, the wailing thought, ignorance, is totally removed by the knowledge thought. So it is your own area. So the class is not your effort. You don't say, I'm putting a lot of effort in understanding. No, you're not putting effort. You forget because here doer is already gulped. So when problem will be after understanding this, when the situations come and other samskar comes, and you are asked to hold that thought and knowledge, there is where challenge will start. That is a personal problem. Because the clouds come and you have the light, so you have to allow the clouds to go away and you have to hold on to your light and constantly then tell to yourself that I am not the body, I am not the person of the body, because body is the lit and I am the light. Body has come and gone, I have not come and gone. Body is dependent, I am not dependent. ये क्या हो गया इसके साथ? Body is dependent and I am not dependent. That is my problem then. How much you do this exercise, accordingly that you will be free. How much you talk to yourself in Vedantic language and Vedantic goal. I'm not saying that you are blabbering. You are not blabbering, you are contemplating, you are meditating. That is your issue. What can I do? Then teacher cannot help you. Teacher's role is to make you understand and do the mananam. But dhyan to take the thought where the problem was, that is a student's issue, because nobody can intrude into your mind or intellect, etc. I hope you are understanding that. That is not the issue of the teacher. The teacher's role is over. Teacher can be with you he can take classes, 1 class, 2 class, 3 class, 4 class. But there is a big portion in your life where you live only with yourself. In your daytime, maximum time is there, not you are interacting with others, but you live with yourself alone. And whatever interactions you have done with the people, that is coming in your mind as only 4 thoughts: enjoy, doer, joy and sorrow. Either you are thinking what you have to do next. Either you are thinking that I am suffering and enjoying. Either you are thinking that, there is nothing more. We do that. And because all have become, they are not deliberate action. It has become effortless and spontaneous. I'm effortlessly sad. It's not, you never say that I'm taking a lot of effort to be sad. I'm not able to be sad. I'll try tomorrow. I'm effortlessly doer. I'm effortlessly enjoyer. Ignorance has become effortless. Foolishness has become effortless. I told you, but the boss told to subordinate, how come you managed to do so many mistakes in the day? He said, I get up early in the morning. So similarly, the one subordinate was sleeping in his office. The boss said, You are sleeping in the office also. Every foolishness has become my first nature, second nature. Because we don't put effort at the mental level. We don't put effort. And it is not the effort of doing gym. It is not the effort of going for a walk. It is not the effort of controlling your mind. It is not the effort of leaving the sweets. It is the effort of abiding in my own nature and trying to negate my wrong nature. I don't put effort in negating my wrong I and asserting my right I. Either if you are a devotee, you say, see, I am a devotee, so it doesn't matter. If this prasad has come, I'll accept it as a prasad, I had to hear something bad word yesterday. It was disturbing, but I accept as a prasad. Whole challenge is to deal with your wrong understanding about I. Bhagwan has given very good days, so Bhagwan has given some trying days, and I accept the Bhagwan's prasad, it doesn't matter. Many times I went to some saints, many saints. So those saints who were there, sometimes they used to say very harsh words. So I said, see, he has loved me, therefore he has the right to say something like that. So I don't bother, if he has the right to say. When he loved me and I didn't put any logic, why should he love me? I know I'm not worthy of being loved. And when he can love me, so when there is no logic in loving, then there is no logic should be, why should he scold me when I'm not done wrong? So don't put all this logic. Some places don't put logic. Swami Abhedananda used to say, he used to go to one Mahatma, and his name was Mokalpur ke Baba. So he say that, he said that someday he used to come and put tika on me, do aarti. He did not want the saint. Saint used to do that. And someday he used to abuse on him. And hit the stone also like this. So one day Swamiji, he was at that time not Swamiji, he said, why you abuse? Why you say so harsh things in abuse? And then he said, who told you? I did not say anything harsh. I'm speaking the right thing. And then he said one line. He said, when you cannot tolerate me, how will you tolerate the world outside? Because world is a ruthless place. For one mistake, it will persecute you. And sometimes without mistake also they will say something. World is not a place where, world is not your mummy. Who will pamper you? World will give you left, right and center and throw you out. Retrenched. So when you develop, it is internal changes. Working on I is where Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga is centered on. Working on this is very easy because it is something tangible, something I can see. I say paint this wall, I can paint this wall. I can scrub this wall. I can go and repair this mic if required. I can go and change the stitches of my cloth. I can work on idam because it is drishya, it is far away. Because I am habituated to seeing something outward. But working on the mind, and more difficult is working on the I which is behind the mind, and working on the ahankar and going behind the ahankar, it needs a little subtle mind. Because they are subtle things. They are not tangible. They are not seen. So shifting your attention from the object to the thought of the object, that itself requires dispassion. It requires, he's shouting on me. What are you listening? I am listening what he is shouting. Foolish person, all the time he troubles me. Not to tell that is shifting the attention from the person to the thought of shouting, it needs lot of egolessness and lot of dispassion. That he is not shouting. Actually, I'm seeing the thought of shouting more, and I'm not that there is a holder of the thought of shouting which is feeling angry now. To shift it so much, it requires a tremendous spiritual stamina and personality. Because I am very outward. I don't close my eyes in a day. If you see, for many hours, for only few minutes, you may have closed your eyes in a day also. Maybe you are doing jap, you will close your eyes. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. And jap is half an hour, maybe 20 minutes, 40 minutes. And I have to force myself to close the eyes. That also I see how much time is there. But to close your eyes and to go inside and to work on the aham, it needs a quite a personality who is dispassionate, who is not having too much of value for the world outside. And therefore dispassion is the quintessential qualification of Vedanta. Dispassion makes you free from importance of any person or any object. If you have importance of one pin also in your life, you will never be able to understand Vedanta. Just only abide in Vedanta. You may understand it. Understanding is a very small part, but the dealing with the chanchalya of the mind is difficult part. And most difficult, dealing with the diluted ego, diluted dislike, diluted likes. That is a more difficult part where you have to really, you are not pulled and pushed by certain things. You are free from the person. And then you can concentrate for a long time when you are free from the push-pull of the mind, number one. And number two, you are free from the oscillations of the mind, chanchalya dosh and mal dosh. Mal dosh, the defect of the gross defect of the mind. The erratic personality that we have. The impulsive personality that we have. I just felt and I said it. I don't bother what you feel or good or bad. I was holding it for a long time. Now I cannot hold it. Keep quiet. Shut up. This impulsive personality that I have. The thoughtless personalities that I have. I don't like you at all. Get out of my eyes. Out of my sight. Otherwise, I'll shoot you. If I have gun, I'll shoot you also. I don't have any gun. I like this person so much. I want to live with you. You are so good. I want to live with you. And why you are coming between you and me? Between me and him. You should not come. You are a villain of my life. When I love him and he loves me, why you should come in between? You have spoiled my life by coming between him and me. You have really spoiled my life. I have been torn from inside. Torn. Sleepless nights I have spent sleepless nights. Why? Because I sleep in the day. I have cried a lot. There is no pillow in my room which has not got wet. Therefore I see pillows wet here. I like her so much and you are coming between me and her. It is my life. I have to live my way. You don't come in between, okay? Keep quiet. Shut up. But you listen to Vedanta. Keep quiet. Keep the Vedanta in the morning only. Don't bring Vedanta in the house. Don't bring Vedanta in relationships. Don't bring Vedanta when I am sad. Don't bring Vedanta when I am liking him or her. At the most, you can take 10 minutes, 9:40 you can go to. Because you are habituated to take 10 more minutes. ये सब क्या कर रहे हो भैया? तुम क्या अपने अहम का कबाड़ा बना दिया? You have made a football out of your eye. ये कर्म योग है कि भक्ति योग है कि ज्ञान योग है? ये तुम्हारा घोंचू योग है. ये तुम कुछ भी नहीं हो. free ho thoda sa. That means you have not problem of practicing of karma yoga, bhakti yoga and jnana yoga. I'll tell you what is the problem we face. Problem is you have to do it yourself. Anything where you have to do it yourself, that will always be area of procrastination, less effort. And you have to do it yourself, and that too you have to do it going inside your deeper core of your personality. You have to tackle the core and very hard core of your personality, your ego, your aham, and there is where you falter. You can do lot of work, you can run around. From Maritzburg to Johannesburg to all Drakensberg, all Berg you can go and eat burger at the end of the day. You can go around. You can wash the temple. You can clean the dishes. You can do puja also. Because the external thing is there. You can do maybe jap also. Regularly you are doing jap also. All these are good. I am not saying anything that this will pave the way. But to really go to the aham and say you are devotee of a God, and therefore you should not want anything other than the God, because God alone is there whole everywhere, that requires a little lion's heart. Any area where you are, and because nobody is checking your mind, nobody is checking your eye. If something external is there, we check. Let me know how much work you did yesterday. This is a deadline, you have to complete this work, then I'll get up early. But nobody can check your aham like that. Nobody is after your aham. Nobody is after that tomorrow I'm entering your mind and I'm going through your eyes. Let me see what eyes you went through whole night and whole day. Why this is there. And therefore, anything when it depends on internal and you, it will always be procrastinated and you will feel I'm disqualified even to go there. I'm not able to go there also. Because my duplicate I is so strong, it is so impulsive, and it is so, there are bouncers are there. Bouncers. Not the cricket bouncer. In the clubs, etc., I have heard where dances, etc., go on. So if some hooligan came, some very drunk person came, so there are bouncers, they are quite hefty. They are someone who go for wrestling or something, so they get a job as bouncer. They come and throw a person. I've heard like that somebody is coming and he is misbehaving, so they can take a person and throw him out. I heard like that. Similarly, this ego is a bouncer kind of thing. I am a small baby seeker, and I'm coming and threw me out. Again I'm so upset. Again I'm so attached. Again I'm so become lusty. Kya yaar? And therefore, we don't work at all on the high level. How will you be a seeker? In a 24-hour day, very few moments we are seeker. I'm not saying hours, moments I'm using. Really surrender, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, anything you say. I'm not saying Vedantic. Vedanta is very high class. All the time you are thinking you have to do this. And Vedanta is saying you are not doing. Where is Vedantic thing is there? Whom are we fooling? So first to 17th verse are the gist of Vedanta. Is it okay? I'm understanding. I'm understanding. And therefore I always say to those people who work, who serve, please don't work. Please don't forget what for you came here. Don't forget what was the main issue of your life when you came to listen to satsang. What was the main matter? Was it to work? Was it to do something external? Was it to see somebody's fault? Was it to see somebody's progress? You are wasting your precious time in trying to improve somebody, or you are trying to analyze somebody, or you are trying to tell a lot to somebody, or you are trying to get angry on somebody, you are wasting your time, because these things will make your vision of I more hazy. You will get a habit of disliking somebody. You will get in the habit of liking somebody. You get in the habit of getting angry on some issue all the time. It will become a lifelong habit. It will be a habit of liking somebody and thinking about the goodness of somebody. It will become your cloud. Cloud is good in internet, not in the mind. There's a cloud also. You can save in the cloud. Somebody told me that all your datas you need not put on the hard disk. You can go and save in the cloud, you have much more space. I say, supposing it rains, then then all cloud will disappear. If it rains, therefore you have become Swamiji. You are not understanding my point. It is only a name cloud. It doesn't rain. It's a space. It's a memory space has been given. But for that you have to have access over the internet. If you don't have access, then you can't approach that. All the files you cannot approach. Then you need a proper access to internet. To purchase the cloud, that also is there. But good space is in the cloud. You can put it and then you can access whatever you want. And if you give your access, others also can access. No, I don't want to give it. So, from 1st to 17th is this point. From 17th verse to the last verse is the description of what? Description of Vistarup Vedanta. One was Sarup Vedanta, other is Vistar, expansion of Vedantic ideas. I hope you are clear. I'm very clear. I'm understanding a lot actually. So, in that portion, from 24th verse to 103rd verse was Kutastha Jeev Vivek. And from 104th verse to 209. 209 was Ishwar Brahma Vivek. Then from 210 to 246 was Kutastha Brahmaikyam. These were the 4 demarcations. If you remember these things, if you don't remember, please bring back your memory. Increase your RAM. Well, how to increase RAM? By chanting Ram. So if you chant Ram a lot, your RAM also will increase. As much as your bhajan, slowly your memory also will increase. Don't worry about that. But I was chanting Medha Sukh, that also I forgot. I chanted it for memory, but that also has gone out of memory. I have forgotten Medha Sukh also. What can I do? All problem is with me actually. So, so this portion from 210, I am not going to the details please. I want to go straight on this subject now. 210 is Aikyam, don't forget please. And if you really want, you can go in the past verses. So 22nd to 103 is Tvam Padarth, and 104 to 209 is called Tat Padarth. Kutastha Jeev Aikyam, I am using the word, another word called Tvam Pad Shodhan. What is the real meaning? Unadulterated meaning of I. One is adulterated, other is unadulterated meaning. Unadulterated meaning of I is called Tvam Pad Shodhan. And unadulterated meaning of Ishwar is called Tat Pad Shodhan. Unadulterated, non-mixed, unconditioned meaning. You can say like that. Okay. Okay. What was that now? What was that meaning? So if you remember, when Kutastha and Jeev Vivek was done, I myself am talking. The self word is used. He himself is saying this. Itself is evident. So no thing you can use without using the word self. So in all experiences, self is undying experience. And that self is called Kutastha. And what is Jeev? Jeev is an unholy mixture of truth and false. The true consciousness as if it has mixed with the false thought, false ignorance. So this is satyanrite mithuni krite. So the truth and the false have got mixed. That is called the Jeev. What is the example given? This is silver. This is silver. Shell was there, shell. So this is silver. So there was Avarana Shakti had veiled the shell and Vikshep Shakti had projected the silver. So thisness is real and the silverness is imaginary, and both are together. Similarly, I am sad, I am working. So I am is a real portion, but working was the thought portion. I have mixed this and new entity has come that I am working. Only I am was there, but I am got mixed with the working. Like what? Like sunlight is not moving. But in the dark room, if you take out the mirror, so the sunlight will hit the mirror, and from the mirror you can illuminate certain area. So that is a moving sunlight now, because the reflected sunlight on the mirror is now moving. It can become small depending on the mirror. It can become bigger. It has a start because that the RM has started. So this discrimination was called Tvam Pad Shodhan, Kutastha Jeev Vivek. And between Ishwar and Brahman, what was the that also is there? Ishwar is with Maya. Brahman with Maya. Brahman conditioned by Maya is Ishwar. What is Maya? Maya is it makes something, it does something, it creates. Lot of thought of Ishwar was there, you have to go through it. You have to work, do some homework also. Therefore we pray, Saviryam Karvavahi. Teacher prays, let me also put effort, and student should also put effort. Both should Viryam, Saviryam, both together should put effort. Not the teacher is putting effort, a student is searching, I don't get, where is my book gone? I don't know what he is talking about, all these things. Acha? Ah. What book you brought? I brought Mark Bandhu Stotram. So, on the path of Vedanta we are. So I thought, let me listen to Mark. So, Ishwara Brahma Vivek has to be. Such students are there, what can we do? So, so the Ishwar Brahma Vivek will tell you that because Maya is not a reality, that Brahman alone is real. Now from 210th verse, Kutastha Brahmaikyam has been discussed now. And we had seen till 213th or 14th verse. So we will see it from tomorrow. How oneness of Kutastha and... See, if you have not done discrimination between Jeev and the Kutastha, then you will find difficult. Therefore, these things need some continuity. Because mind has to get little trained to think. So we'll come back to you tomorrow, same time. My time is over. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.